Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
One Morgan County man had to take matters into his own hands when someone tried to break into his home.
A former Central Kentucky school bus monitor facing charges tonight. What police say she did to two students on a bus.
A new form of gaming is coming to Lexington's Red Mile. How it will change the racetrack.
And what Coach Cal and the Harrison twins are saying about the upcoming basketball season at SEC Media Days. WKYT News at 6 starts now. Good evening. It would be frightening for anyone, a burglar breaking into your home. And that happened to a man in Morgan County yesterday.
But he decided to fight back. He says he used a gun to chase the burglar away. And tonight, he's talking to us about what happened. WKYT's Jerica Insco has our top story now at 6.
Reverend Jason James tells us he was at home here in Morgan County when he saw a man at his back door. That's when he took action to protect himself in what officials call a home invasion.
Always have a gun close by, so just force of habit, I kind of picked it up.
Tuesday afternoon, that gun came in handy while Reverend James was at home alone and heard someone struggling to enter his home.
I got to the kitchen and I could see through the window an orange shirt.
The man in that orange shirt wasn't anyone he knew, so he says he quickly dialed 911.
At about that time, I kind of screamed real loud, like, hey, what are you doing?
That's when the man made it 2 steps inside, which was too close for comfort for Reverend James.
I pointed my gun at him. It seemed like, you know, forever, but it was probably just a few seconds.
The man turned and took off into the woods, but Reverend James did not let him get away without a scare.
50, 60 yards from the step, I fired way off in the opposite direction into the ground.
Since nothing was stolen from his home, James considers himself lucky.
I'm glad I was home. 10 minutes later, my 6-year-old and my wife would have been there.
In the end, the James family thanks a quick response from law enforcement for keeping them safe. That man is still on the run as state police and sheriff's deputies continue investigating. In Morgan County, Jerica Insco, WKYT.
The suspect in that home invasion is described as a white man between 5'6" and 5'8" and wearing an orange shirt. He also has tattoos on his arms. He was last seen in the community of Index near George Hammond Road. Well, the case against a Boyle County man accused of killing a toddler is moving forward. During a hearing today, a judge waived Joseph Adams' case to the grand jury. Police charged him with murder. They say he was caring for a 13-month-old boy earlier this month when the child was injured and later died. Police say the toddler suffered extensive trauma to his head and body. They also said there were signs of sexual abuse.
2 men now face charges for a 1999 murder in Clay County. A grand jury indicted Robert Snow for murder and complicity to commit assault. Larry Baker was indicted for assault and complicity to commit murder. In January of 1999, police say Snow shot and killed Gladys Sizemore. They say Baker also shot Sizemore's husband, but he survived. Snow has been arrested, but police say they're still looking for Baker. Some disturbing accusations tonight against a former Anderson County school bus monitor. Investigators say she pushed one child's face into a seat and destroyed something that belonged to another child. The bus monitor has since resigned. WKYT's Sam Smith is tracking the investigation tonight.
Melinda Owens is charged with harassment through physical contact and menacing for an incident back on September 26th.
Owens was employed as a bus monitor for a year at the time of the incident. On the bus ride home that day, she's accused of putting her hand on the face of a 12-year-old and pushing his face into the bus seat. She's also accused of grabbing a different 12-year-old's poster board and ripping it to pieces and yelling in his face.
I'm just kind of shocked that, that would happen around here.
Shelly Hickey's oldest son is the same age as the boys involved in the incident. She says she would be furious if someone assaulted him, especially if it was a bus monitor.
I don't know if I would take him off the bus completely and just drive him to school, if I was able, but I would expect for that person, to be fired at least.
Superintendent Sheila Mitchell received a resignation letter from Owens on October 2nd. Dated September 26th, the same day as the incident. Mitchell says a camera on the bus captured what happened and it was used during this investigation.
Owens will face a judge on these charges on December 4th. In Anderson County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
We reached out to the former school bus monitor, Owens, for her side of the story, but she did not want to talk to us. Lexington police need your help tonight tracking down a shooting suspect. Police have issued an arrest warrant for 19-year-old Chrysler Charles. He's charged with 2 counts of assault. Last Friday night, police say a man and a woman were shot during an argument at an apartment complex on Winburn Drive. Both were shot in the leg. Police say they had non-life-threatening injuries.
It has been another chilly day across the Bluegrass, and you could wake up to some frost tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look now at your forecast.
Amber, it's been a little cat and mouse game with the sun and the clouds into parts of central Kentucky, and it's a fun little game for us to play here in the weather office on what is a quiet weather day to track the clearing line into town. I know we have issues back here. Here's that clearing line that is showing up on our live sky camera. It is off into the west side of Lexington, and slowly that clearing line is rolling its way to the east. Why is that important? Because as we clear the skies out, that allows temperatures to drop toward the frosty cold readings first thing tomorrow morning. So the best chance for those clearing skies will be across parts of central Kentucky, where a frost advisory is currently in effect. Clouds continue across the eastern half of the state, and that line not budging a whole heck of a lot right now into parts of central Kentucky. So if you're out this evening, you're going to notice a mostly cloudy sky along and east of Interstate 75. Farther west, we begin to clean our skies up a little bit, allowing temperatures to slowly drop through the 40s. When I come back in a little bit, we'll track the potential for waking up with a little frost on the pumpkins, and I'll show you how fog may get in the way of some frosty conditions tomorrow morning.
All right, Chris, thank you. Some big changes are coming to a historic Lexington racetrack. Today, we learned an instant racing parlor will be built at the Red Mile. It is part of a partnership with Keeneland. WKYT's Jennifer Palumbo has more on instant racing and how it will be added to the Red Mile. She joins us from the live desk. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Amber. Keeneland and the Red Mile had both planned to offer instant racing, also known as historical race wagering. They received approval back in April, but now they're teaming up, so wagering will be done exclusively at the Red Mile. These artist renderings show the proposed $30 million project. It's expected to be more than 40,000 square feet with about 1,000 terminals. People can place bets on previously run races, but they won't know what the races are.
I think is a new page in the entertainment era of Lexington, because not only are you going to have a facility that has multiple uses, can be used in so many different ways, not just on the wagering side, but on the entertainment side.
Construction will begin soon at the track near downtown. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission still has to approve the project, which is expected to open in September of next year. Revenues from the bets will be split between the 2 tracks. It's estimated to bring in $80 million a year. The payoffs are based on betting pools. The terminals have quarter and dollar machines that resemble slot machines. Kentucky Downs installed them in 2011, then Ellis Park in 2012. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Jennifer, thank you. The instant racing parlor is expected to create 100 construction jobs and about 150 other jobs when it opens to the public next year.
And tonight, more cases of the flu have been reported around the state. State health leaders say they have now confirmed 3 cases of the flu statewide, one of them in Woodford County. The other 2 are in Louisville. Right now, the state's flu activity has been listed as sporadic. Doctors say it's too early to tell how bad this flu season will actually be, but they're urging people to get a flu shot as soon as possible.
Allison Lonergan Grimes' U.S. Senate campaign is about to get a boost from national Democrats. The Democratic Senate Campaign Committee, which had pulled its ads from Kentucky last week, is getting ready to return to the air. Politico reports that Democratic strategists in Washington have taken a look at new polling. They have decided to reserve $650,000 worth of TV to run ads to help Grimes. The Bluegrass poll released Monday showed incumbent Senator Mitch McConnell with a 1-point lead over Grimes among likely voters. The UK basketball team heads into a new season with high expectations. The preseason coaches poll has the Cats ranked #1.
And it was no different at SEC Media Day as the Cats were picked to win the conference. Coach John Calipari and the Harrison twins talked to the media today, and our Lee K. Howard joins us now from Charlotte with more.
When the Harrison twins decided to come back to Kentucky, that was double the good news for the Wildcats. Of course, Andrew, the only Calipari point guard at Kentucky to return for a sophomore season. Aaron, the MVP of the tournament run for the Wildcats a year ago. Those two will provide invaluable experience for this Wildcat team this season.
We can't really just listen to it. We got to go out there and play. And no matter what anyone says about us or how good they think our team is, we don't know how good we are until we have to go out there and play and just show everyone.
But it was good with he and his brother and Willie and Alex, Dakari, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm not starting from scratch. We're scrimmaging more. The summer tour got us ahead. The combine puts all that stuff behind so we can work on our team.
Aaron and Andrew will have a lot of pressure to lead this team, but they'll be joined by quite a few returners. In fact, 5 other guys with national championship experience that played big minutes a year ago are back, along with 4 new McDonald's All-Americans. Reporting from the SEC Media Day in Charlotte, Lee K. Howard, WKYT.
Thank you, Lee K. And for more Big Blue coverage, just go to our website, WKYT.com.
It didn't last long. Just days after gas prices fell below $3 around Lexington, many drivers received an unpleasant surprise at the pump today.
Also coming up at 6, why one horse at the Fasig-Tipton yearling sale could have some potential buyers doing a double take.